On that fateful day, Mr. Gum was snoozing away in his unmade bed. I told you he was a laser, and that's what lasers do. He was dreaming his favourite dream, the one where he was a giant terrorising the townsfolk. His enormous bloodshot eyes flashed evilly like flying saucers high up in the clouds as he snatched the roofs off houses to steal the toys from the children's bedrooms. Nobody could stop him. He was the biggest and the best. He was... whack! For a moment, Mr. Gum did not know what was happening. Where were the tiny houses? Where were the frightened people? Where were the... whack!
Ow!
Yelled Mr. Gum, rubbing his head and looking around in terror.
Oh no!
He rasped. The angry fairy was hovering over him, frying pan at the ready.
Sort out the garden, you lazy snorer!
Yelled the fairy, and down came the frying pan. Mr. Gum was too fast this time and shot out of bed like a guilty onion. Poof! Went the frying pan as it hit the bed covers, sending up a little cloud of dust and ants. Mr. Gum legged it out of the bedroom and went hurtling down the stairs. He stepped on an old slice of pizza lying in the hall and skidded into the kitchen, riding it like a cheese and tomato surfboard. He could hear the fairy right behind him, shrieking with fury.
I haven't done nothing wrong! I kept the flipping garden tidy!
Shouted Mr. Gum as he flung open the back door and ran outside. He started to say something else, but when he saw the garden, the words got stuck in his throat. They tasted horrible. The garden was not tidy. The garden was a total wreck. The lawn was tufted up and torn. The flower beds were trampled and chewed. Rose petals and sunflower heads lay scattered all over the place, like rose petals and sunflower heads. There was something lying under the oak tree that Mr. Gum did not even want to think about. And in the centre of the wreckage played the most monstrous dog Mr. Gum had ever seen.